part 5, we're going to place some eye candy to populate the route a little bit so it doesn't look like we're all alone. And I see some crates and stuff, so I think Foss Annex would use a few box cars. And possibly some thrall bulkheads. And then let's just go down the tracks. We have the Element Ethanol Refinery, the city on the left, but we have the refinery main yard here, which would not be empty. So let's put some tankers in there, and we'll just put a whole bunch, like about 20. Tankers. Now singularly adding all of these cars all the time, if you read a lot of scenarios, can get quite tedious. We have something we can do to speed things up, and that is to create a consist. If we click our consist select button, so that lets us select everything. As you can see, all units are highlighted. Then we have in the toolbox the consist button, which just looks like a screen with a magnifying glass, or that's a little train there possibly. When you click that, a little gray square cube is above every car. When you click on the cube, you get a fly out over here and a box that's already defaulted to new consist, and we can change the name. So what we have is NE 20 by white tankers, and hit enter, and we now created a consist. Now at times this consist option can be a little flighty, so at this point we want to save. I had to click the screen to get rid of the cubes. Now I can save. And down here in the browser we have the consist button. As you can see, there's already a bunch of consists in there, but I named that one so we could find it, NE 20 white tankers. And now we have the 20 tankers again, and we can place them on the tracks. And that's how you make and use a consist. These can be transported to any other scenario that you create. When you click on your consist button, any consists that you have created are there, so you don't have to reinvent the wheel every time. Now we can take and use some different tankers. Put a That's another 20 tankers, only the blue, the blue ones. We click our consist toolbox, and all of the cars are blue, or cubed. Sorry about that. Click on the cube for the blue one. It's NE 20 by blue tankers. Hit enter. And like I said, click anywhere on the screen, right click, and the cubes go away. Save it, because we're going to place another consist, and you never know what can happen. We'll go to our consists, and there's our blue tankers, and we'll add another string to them. So now we populated our yard plenty enough, I think, with tankers. And if you come down and look at the track, you can see that you would actually be able to see the maintenance yard. So I like to add an engine. I'll just put a ES44 in there. Like it was coming from the shop, I guess. And if you put a driver icon on it, but don't do anything to it, the engine will actually be smoking and the lights will be on. And as long as it's not conflicting with anything that you're doing in the scenario, it'll be just fine. And we can add another one up here. To act like it was getting fuel. Okay, let's go on down some more. We're coming up on New Wadsworth. And here there's a bunch of little industries that we can place some cars in. This, if you press F6, you get your balloons. Here we're at the brick and tile factory. So I would guess that they would take some thralls. And we have this clicked already, so if we double click it, we can add loads to all of them. Here's a couple more with containers. So we can just grab some containers if we're going to put some empties. Doesn't matter which one. Let's see, over here we have a little coal. Place. Guy sells coal. So we can put a couple cars here for him. Load them up. Down the route, this New Wadsworth, we could probably put a few box cars here. That's the end of New Wadsworth. And here's our Vinland. So that's about enough eye candy. And that's just some normal things to populate your route and how to make a consist and reuse it. It's a very nice feature. And that's it for this session. After we save. Don't forget to save your work.